The term metaverse is on everybody's mind these days, with big players like Facebook making the move into the metaverse. But what is a metaverse and why should you be getting into it? What are some of the popular metaverses that maybe have a really good opportunity to be earning right now when the industry is young? I break down my top 7 metaverses that I think have really good potential for some long-term and short-term gains, buying and flipping assets and land inside of them to make you a millionaire. Are you ready? Well, hey there, crypto friends. Thanks again for joining me. So today we're talking all about metaverses and my top 7 that I think have really good, unique aspects. They're across multiple different blockchains, but all of them have the opportunity to buy land and earn some sort of income in the game, whether it's flipping land or earning tokens or monetizing your time. And all these things have a little bit of unique aspect in each one of them. So I want to break down my top 7 here in no particular order. I'm not going to go in order like sometimes we do, but all these have some really good potential, and I think they're all unique in a lot of different ways. Before we get into that though, if you love gaming, NFTs, and earning money in crypto, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and smash the like, guys. I really need you to hit that like if you like what you see. And that way you can continue to maximize your gaming and NFT profits with me and the rest of the stashing community. My community of stashers. We do it. Jump in our Discord. Hang with us. All right, so let's get into this. The very first product that I'm going to introduce to you guys today is actually a product that it's a product that we've covered before on the channel, and I think that they're doing a really interesting thing with a take on combining real world assets with NFTs and a metaverse. And this is the Starl metaverse project. So this is a pretty interesting project that is all about creating a star-focused metaverse that revolves around satellites and these kind of like living modules, right? So the system, it's a very space-focused system. You're not really focusing on planets like we've seen a lot of other space MMOs focus on. And so right now, they've already been selling these satellites, which you can earn some actual passive income. So just by owning these satellites, you earn passive income in their Starl token. So that's already one way to be monetizing it. But then you can actually be buying and selling these satellites, and some of them have gone for big dollars. Now they're also going to be selling their modules, which are another kind of component to the Starl metaverse. And so there's another future opportunity for those land plots as well. Land plots. They're not actual land, but more like, crater floating in space type of thing, right? So there's a lot of unique aspects going on. And then when I say about they've combined this with real world stuff, like they've actually modeled a lot of these satellites after real satellites that from history. So current and past satellites. You kind of have this this opportunity to own models that look like some of these classic satellites. So, and they've also done some really cool things like fair token launch. So they didn't do any taxes, no pre-sales, no developer tokens. Some pretty unique aspects about the Starl universe and what they're doing in particular. But definitely a metaverse that I think has some pretty good potential here long term, with some of the unique aspects through their satellites and passive income through owning those satellites, not just being able to flip them, but some good opportunity there. So my number 2, they were bringing here, in no particular order, not number 1, number 2 from top to bottom, but number 2 here on the list is the Sandbox. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I've been massively bullish on the Sandbox. It has been one of my long-term plays. I'm also an ambassador for the Sandbox game, so I always get all the latest alpha from them. I'm actually getting ready to test their alpha here. I can't leak any demo footage. I talked to Seb. I was like, please, Seb, please let me leak this demo footage. It's great. Their alpha hub and what they're doing is so amazing. I can't wait for you guys to try it out and for me to be able to give you a first look as soon as they're ready to let me do it, because as soon as they will, boom, that video is going up. But you guys know the Sandbox has exploded here recently with their sand token in price. You can buy and sell land, which is done in their land sales or on something like OpenSea, which is a good way to generate money. And then you can also, do things like create and sell NFT assets. So even if you don't own land, you could just be a creator and create different assets for people's games that they want to buy and sell, and you can make money that way. You can also monetize your own game experience that you build inside the Sandbox on your own land. So there's a lot of ways to actually make money in this metaverse right now, and making the NFT assets is one of the biggest ones. Also selling land, buying and selling land. Eventually, we're going to get here pretty quick to monetizing your gaming experience too. So look for that coming pretty soon for the Sandbox. Okay, number three on my list is a game called Treeverse, a metaverse called Treeverse. And Treeverse is a pixel-themed metaverse, which I think is actually pretty cool and unique. Like I said, when it comes to all these on here, they all have a very unique aspect to them. And this is a very like RuneScape feel to me, right? When I look at this game, I look at the kind of top-down 2D universe here, and it has a very RuneScape feel to it in general. And so they're going to have a full open world kind of economy where you'll be able to buy and sell land, you'll be able to craft things and sell them, and be able to essentially earn in the game by playing it and then sell that back on the marketplace. Now they already have had a founder's land sale that has completely sold out and sold out pretty quickly, and you can actually go and buy and sell these lands right now on the marketplace, but they're just getting started. So when we talk about how far along some of these metaverses are, Sandbox is probably the farthest along out of the first couple we're talking about here. But Treeverse, definitely has some good long-term potential in what they're talking about, and some of the initial stuff we're seeing here, I think, is pretty good. But a really early opportunity to get in on this metaverse. That was the one thing I really loved about the Sandbox, is that I got in on the ground floor. And that is the best time to get in on these projects. Decentraland is not making my list today, not because it's not great, not because I don't love what they're doing. It's just because Decentraland has already been around for so long, and the prices in their game have appreciated so much over the course of time that I feel like a little bit of that opportunity edge is gone now. Still great if you want to do something that's kind of OG, but I think something like Treeverse and some of these up and coming projects we're showing you today have more long-term potential because you can get in on the ground floor. All right, number 4 on my list is a project, a metaverse project that is coming to Polygon called Bloktopia. So Bloktopia is actually pretty interesting as well. This is a crypto metaverse that is based around this like gigantic mega skyscraper, right? Where all of your biggest favorite brands are all in one place. There's ways to be able to sell and like have a marketplace, your own marketplace inside of this giant thing, be able to do advertising, and there's actual real estate here. So you can see all these different like shops and different areas in this economy. You can actually buy and sell the real estate within Bloktopia. And I mean, just looking at this footage, I mean, it looks pretty amazing. We can see they already have some pretty big sponsors and are working with some pretty big brands. And so just imagine walking around this, and then like maybe winning a Lambo because someone is doing some sort of cool, promotion in there. So like I said, not only can you do real estate, but you can also find other ways to play and earn inside of this metaverse. And the initial footage here looks pretty good. And there's also staking involved with their token as well. So there's another way to be able to earn with Bloktopia. So definitely early to get in on this metaverse project right now. And like I said, a good opportunity with this ground floor. So another one of those ones that I think that is worth a look right now. Now, moving on to number 5 here is a game that is already out and ready to play. Out of all the games here, this is one of the ones that you can play right now, and you can jump in and you can buy land and start playing around with it and hanging out and going to events. And it's called Somnium Space. Somnium Space has been around for quite some time. Very similar to kind of crypto voxels. Around the same time they got launched. And the cool thing about Somnium Space is it's a VR focused metaverse. A lot of these other metaverses are not necessarily, they're 3D, but they're not necessarily VR focused. And while you can play Somnium Space on just a browser, which is, you can do that no problem, what they've really, I think, really tried to push here is the VR enabled aspect of their metaverse, which I think is actually pretty cool. So you can jump into this metaverse, you can play 2D, or you can do it in VR, which makes sense. You want to have both. But to really be focused on that VR thing means to me that they are very future focused, because I do feel like VR is going to continue to play a bigger and bigger role, in particular in metaverse experiences, right? So they already have events that are going on inside of Somnium Space, and you can buy and sell their land on places like OpenSea. So there's a lot of opportunity there for getting in. Now I would say a little earlier than maybe something like Decentraland, but they've already been up and running for a while. They have very limited land right now, so with the appreciation of their token here recently, I think that there's still really good opportunity to get in with Somnium Space and buy some land there for the long term, especially if you're a big fan of VR. So pretty cool stuff that they're doing with all of their avatars and VR enabled virtual reality things. You can build in there, all kind of cool stuff, and loving the VR fact. So number 6 on the list here, we're going here a little quick, but want to make sure we get all this in so you guys understand all this information. And basically these are projects that you can go in and take a look at and do a little bit more research on. I'm not condoning any saying, oh, I own everything and all these things. I don't own. I own some stuff in Starl Metaverse. I own some stuff in Sandbox. I don't own anything. I own some stuff in Uplift and Star Atlas, but I have not got into Somnium Space, Bloktopia, or Treeverse just yet. But I do think that there are definitely things that are on my radar that I'm looking to possibly get into. So. But 6 here on my list is the Uplift World. The Uplift World is actually a wax-based metaverse that is built inside of a custom Minecraft server. So when you talk about being able to jumpstart a metaverse with pretty much everything you need already, the crew from the Uplift combined wax and kind of this idea of owning land, and they brought it to Minecraft. So they have their own Minecraft universe, and I mean they've sold tons of land. There's so many people that are involved in the Uplift that are owning land in particular projects. I have land inside of the Uplift where I've built my my stash castle in the sky. Right, I have like my Superman style Fortress of Solitude, Fortress of Stachitude. Up in the sky. And in this game, not only can you buy and sell these lands on the wax marketplaces like Atomic Assets, or Atomic Marketplace, but you can also actually play and earn in this game and earn in-game rewards. So you can see that the season 2 rewards are getting ready to start here in about 6 days, and so just playing in this game can earn you their in-game token, which you could then convert as well. So not only can you buy and sell real estate in this game, and do it in a game that is Minecraft based, and we know tons of people are still playing Minecraft. There is still a massive player base for something like this. So I could definitely see this taking off with people who are already familiar with Minecraft and are starting to hear about the metaverse, right? And want to get in on a little bit of that, and they understand, oh, cool, I already play Minecraft. I've heard about metaverses and NFTs. This is a perfect combination for them. So it makes a very easy barrier to entry. So that's why the Uplift has made my list here, and it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you love Minecraft and that kind of pixelated style. And love building, because that's what it's all about. You can build on your lands and make something amazing. All right, so last on my list, but not the least at all, is Star Atlas. Star Atlas is the big game coming to Solana. I've talked about it a lot here on the channel, and while they have a very ambitious long-term roadmap, and the game is probably one of the ones that won't be released for the farthest, right? Out of all the ones we've talked about today, this one will probably take the longest to get done. It is 100% AAA quality, Unreal Engine 5, and everything they've done so far looks top tier AAA, and so I'm very excited about it. Now, with Star Atlas right now, they've already done ship sales. So there is the opportunity to be able to buy and sell ships that you'll be able to use inside their open world metaverse. But they've also talked about the fact that you'll be able to own land inside of this metaverse and inside of this game, and be able to mine resources that are going to be very valuable for all the people that are building things. Building things like ships, or building stores, or doing things like being a merchant, right? So you're going to need a lot of these resources to build some of the technology and things in this game. So owning the land gives you a leg up on that. So it's pretty big, and it also gives you governance in the local region. So if you're a landowner, you essentially have a say in how things are going to go locally in your different areas. So depending on what faction you choose, you could have, and how much land you own, you could have a pretty big impact there. So I think once we get to the point where they're selling their land, which I think will be one of the next offerings from them, they've already done a couple of ship sales, and I think land sales make sense as to being one of the next ones that they're going to be offering. I think that could be a huge opportunity to really make a lot of money on a game like this early on, that we know is going to be AAA quality, that we know is going to have a massive audience and stellar gameplay. So this is one of the ones that definitely want to look for the near future. And hopefully this is something that I think that we'll see a game coming from in the next couple of years. So hopefully you guys like that that breakdown of my top 7 metaverses that you can play and earn and flip land and make money in. These are metaverses that you can play in now, or are very quickly going to be ones that you can actually play in. But buy the land assets now before they appreciate and get crazy in value. As we've seen with the Sandbox, these plots were going for just $60 or $70 at one point, and now they're going for thousands. And we're starting to see the same thing happen for places like Somnium Space, for the Uplift, and then here pretty soon for Treeverse and Starl, as well as Bloktopia, and most likely Star Atlas here in the very near future too. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Which one is your favorite metaverse? Do you already own land in one of these, or are you interested and excited to get land in one of these and become a multi-millionaire through owning metaverse land? Let me know what you love in the comments below. That's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.